Alrighty, guys. So the markets are slowly turning around. It's about what 1:30 p.m. right now on the East Coast. And when we covered the markets earlier today, everything was down pretty much over 1%. Maybe not the Dow, but the Russell, the Nasdaq, they weren't looking good earlier. Now everything is starting to move more towards break even, and we actually have the Nasdaq in the green. Same with the Dow. The Dow's up 0.1%. We actually have the Nasdaq up 0.15%, as the S&P's only down a quarter right now, as the Russell's down 0.9%. So I kind of wanted to do just a quick little midday update. It's about 1:30 right now, again, on the East Coast. And what we're noticing here on SPY, let's just dive right into it. We're going to run through the watch list as well and just talk a little bit about what I'm what I'm thinking with these stocks today, guys. So what we're seeing here on the hourly on SPY is buying pressure coming in at the 180 SMA, which is good because that's signaling the uptrend as of now is fighting to hold. Buyers are coming in, respecting that moving average, and we're now trying to see, okay, are we going to now break out for the next leg up, or is this just a fake out? And the truth is, we're not. We're going to need a little bit more time, because on the 5-day chart, now look at this, guys, we're still in this little downtrend, right? So this is very important. We're going to have to watch this 5-day 5-minute chart to see if we actually confirm the break. Do we break out of the highs here from the pre-market? Do we start moving past 400, the highs from yesterday's pre-market? So that's what I'm watching. If we confirm that breakout on the 5-day and then going back to the 20-day, it's going to be looking beautiful, for the bulls. And at that point, we might be taking out the highs at 403. Then we might, from there, be going to the highs from the middle of September, which I've mentioned we're right around 414 rather, to about 415. So that's some thoughts quickly here on SPY as we are heading into the last 2.5 hours of the day today. And on Triple Q, let's take a look here and see what this looks like. Triple Q right now, let me pull it up, is up, like I said, 0.13%, up to 285, which is good considering 285, like I've said time and time again on the channel, guys, that was resistance back early in October, middle October, end of October, even early November, right? So we broke out of there, became support. Now we're still holding it. That's good. So if Triple Q holds 285 throughout the day today, maybe heading into tomorrow, that'd be great. And if we do start breaking the 5-day 5-minute downtrend like we saw on SPY, it's the same thing here on Triple Q, there could be a break towards that 295 high from a couple days ago. Then if that were to break, I have my alert right there, guys. We're probably going to be going, call me crazy, but 305, 310, 312, that's where I feel like this could be going. So it could still go either way based off what we're seeing right now. And tomorrow is really going to be a deciding factor for the direction of the markets in the short term, at least. Even today, even the next 2 hours, power hour today, you guys are going to have to pay attention. I'm paying attention, that is for sure. And we will cover more about the markets later tonight in my night video. So make sure you guys subscribe. And let's just talk about some of these stocks. Actually, wait a second. Let's see what oil's doing today. Let's do an oil update, and then we'll dive into my watch list and see some movers here. So holy smokes, look at that. Oil is plunging, guys. And did we not say this? Did we not call this out? It is down 4% right now, which is horrible. 81 a barrel is where it's at. And right now, the head and shoulders we called out played out. Look at that. It completely played out to a T. You can see here we got to the $81, $80 level that I mentioned. And if this point breaks, guys, man, is oil going to be in a very vulnerable spot? It's already in a vulnerable spot, but it's going to be even more vulnerable if it breaks $80 a barrel here. At that point, we're literally a stone's throw away from that 76 a barrel low that was hit. When was that? In the middle of September. So oil's right there, guys. It is about to fall, and we might get a massive leg down after that. It's going to be a falling knife. It already is a falling knife, and, it might be getting worse. Who the heck knows? So, yeah, oil is getting hit on the day. Russell's getting hit on the day. Metals are down. Silver's still down 2.5%. Gold is down a good chunk, about 0.75%. But we have some stocks today, guys, that are moving. Alibaba, we've seen a lot of volume come in on Alibaba today. And, in the morning when I covered it after they reported earnings, they weren't really doing much. But as you can see clearly, as the markets opened, We hit 30 minutes into the session, an hour into the session. Alibaba just continued trucking along. Now it's up 8% on the day, which is awesome. It's up 12% if we're looking, at the bottom or from the low of the day to where it is now. That's great. So Alibaba is accelerating or really continuing this breakout above the moving averages that we've seen. And now we're actually getting to a point where it is testing the highs from the end of September, actually more of early October, at about 85 a share. If that point's able to break, man, in the short term, could Alibaba go back to 100? It's definitely possible. But like I said in my earlier video, be mindful that we could get a negative catalyst any day now that could smack the stock upside the head, and then boom, it's down 20%, 15%, 10%. All those gains could be lost. So keep that in mind. So Baba is moving today. We also have JD on the move, which is interesting. They report, I believe, tomorrow. Let me see. Yeah, they report tomorrow morning, which this is another Chinese company. I'm sure you guys know it, JD.com. They're in the morning. They're up 8% like Baba, and look at this. We're already above the highs from the beginning of October. Alibaba has yet to do that, like I said, but JD here took those highs out. No problem. I think that happened today. Yeah, we broke those highs today. Now we're actually well above the moving averages. Pretty overbought, to be honest, heading into these earnings, and that's something that could be a red flag here. We're already up almost double. I mean, this stock was $33 just about 3 weeks ago. I mean, that's just crazy to say. $33 3 weeks ago. Now it's pushing $60, guys. It is up 80%. So if these earnings are not good, this could easily collapse. I mean, that's just my thinking here. That goes with any stock. I mean, if any stock runs up aggressively into earnings, especially in a bear market, recession, tough times that we're in now, and most likely heading into more tough times in the short term at least, this could lead the stock to reporting bad numbers, and again, it's up 80%. It's kind of like a recipe for disaster, at least in the short term, right? So keep that in mind. But as of now, JD's up 8%, Baba's up, Macy's is crushing it. I mean, let's pull up Macy's and do an update on this one. We covered it this morning. They reported earnings, and it's up 15%. Now we're officially above the highs. We're at a multi-month high on Macy's, but now we're officially above the highs from the end of October and from the middle of August. And it looks like Macy's is gearing up for that holiday rally. I mean, look at this, guys. It's looking good, man. It's really taking out key levels today like we called out. The inverse head and shoulders is playing out. I think this could be going mid-high 20s, no doubt about it, in my opinion. That's where this could be going. So Macy's is on fire. JWN, which is Nordstrom, they're obviously on fire as well. Maybe not as much because, if one competitor reports decent numbers, the other one's most likely going to go up. It's kind of like what we see with MasterCard and Visa, or you guys know the competitors, right? And in this case, JWN's up 6%. They report earnings maybe next week. I think it's next week. They're on the 22nd, which is next Tuesday. This Tuesday coming up, we have JWN's earnings after the bell, I believe, or is it before? It's after the bell. So we have a clear breakout setting up on this. I mean, we're above the moving averages, and since we hit those highs about 2-3 days ago at 22, we have pulled back a little bit, but the good sign is bulls did come in. Buyers came in the low mid-19s. Now we're well over $21 or $20. We're starting to break. So this looks good in my opinion. Heading into earnings, let's see if we get and mind you, this is one of those stocks that's very volatile during earnings. Let's see if we get one of those maybe massive moves, whether it's to the up or downside. We can see here, last time they reported, the stock went from $24 to $16 in a couple of days. So this is the type of stock that could really be moving aggressively, and you guys probably know that. And looking here at Apple, we have Apple up 1.7% on the day today. So let's look at big tech quickly, then I'll wrap the video up. Apple up 1.7%. We have a little bit of a push here towards the highs, it looks like, from earlier this week, being about 152.53. So let's see, is Apple going to take those highs out? If we, let me say this. If these tech stocks, especially the big tech ones, heading into tomorrow, ending off the week, if we're able to see them take the highs out from earlier this week, that would be a statement statement way to end the week, in my opinion. If Apple's able to break, let's say 153, if Google's able to break, let's say if I zoom in here, if we take the highs out from this week being about 99, $100, which is right where we are now. And mind you, Google's up 0.5% on the day. If we see these tech stocks end the week off on a huge leg up, that's going to be a great way to head into the weekend, at least for the bulls here. We can see Microsoft. I don't know if this will take the highs out. I mean, it's possible. Never say never. But if we see Microsoft, whether it's tomorrow or early next week, break out of this 249, 250 mark, that'd obviously be, very encouraging for the bulls. What else? Amazon. Let's pull Amazon up. If this breaks 100, $105, that'd be great. What am I missing? Meta, which let's see what Meta's at. If Meta starts moving 115, 120, right? Which honestly, I'm not expecting that because it's already run up a ton after earnings. So Meta's a little bit different because look, it's up 28% since earnings. But I'm just sharing the thoughts, guys. We're just this is what I'm looking at as we're heading into Friday next week, and moving forward here in the short term. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap the video up. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. Of course, make sure to subscribe, and if you want some free money, you get a $10 cash coupon for Moomoo plus up to 15 stocks, each up to $2,000. I believe that $10 cash coupon is almost running out. It's a limited time for their 10-year anniversary, so make sure you take advantage of that. Linked right down below. Deposit at least $100, and you could also get 12 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. All of those are down below. And with that being said, cheers, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.